Hello and welcome back to another video in the world of Monster Hunter. Today is all about Iceborne, the good, the bad and the nerfed. Now I really wanted to try and stay out of the Iceborne fiasco at the moment, simply because I'm not really much of a news channel and tends to be my opinions annoy most people. So that's why I don't do that. However, there have been a few things that have come to light in a recent video that I have an opinion on. Shock horror. Now, there are some things in this video that are going to be considered spoilers, as well as a lot of it is leaked information. And as we all know, leaked information could be very well be wrong, misinformed, misunderstood, mistranslated, etc, etc, etc. So I'm just going to go off the information I have, and if it turns out to be correct, well, hey, if it turns out to be incorrect, then oh well. So one of the main reasons I'm actually doing this video is because, as a lot of people already are aware, Monster Hunter World Iceborne is not expected to release on PC till January 2020. Although this isn't the greatest wait, it seems like they spent all that time trying to catch PC up, and now suddenly we're another few months behind. This is kind of infuriating, like seriously infuriating. Along with that, we have the addition of a few new monsters that have been confirmed. We have Viper Tobi-Tadachi, Barioth, Coral Pukie-Pukie, Nightshade Paolumu, Brachydios was also confirmed a fair time ago, and there are a select few others. All of this has been revealed in a Japanese YouTube video, and people are currently running rampant on trying to translate on what has been seen. Everything from skill changes, skill additions, level 4 decorations. There has been so much shown in this video. So without further ado, let's have a little gander at some of this information. Now, in one of the discords that I am part of, there is a lovely Japanese man who has been translating what he can. You must understand that he is getting pretty much bombarded with this constantly because everyone wants to know. So the information that he has divulged states that Rarity 12 weapons have been confirmed, Spread, Pierce and Mighty Bow skills will all cap at level 2 now, new armours will have the level 4 slot decoration in, Tenderizer and a few other skills have been reworked, elemental skills will now cap at level 6 and with a 1.2 multiplier instead of a 1.1, which basically means that elemental weapons are going to be overtaking the elementless side. Expert decorations have been reworked. Apparently they no longer go up in 5%, they now go up in 10, and this allows for a higher cap of critical eye. Elementless has also been reworked, having a modifier now of 1.048, as well as the fact that the overall buff it would give has dropped from 10% down to 5%. Now he's not provided any screenshots with this, so it could be completely wrong. This is just some of the information that he has given out. Now, one good thing for the Charge Blade and Gun Lance users, artillery has not been changed whatsoever. Here is a screenshot from the supposed artillery skill in Iceborne. As you can see, the numbers still match up with what is there, and just in case, he has provided a English translated version here. A few other skills that have changed, which could be detrimental particularly for speedrunners, is heroics. Here is the Japanese information shown for the skill. It is no longer offensive base and more defensive base, so yeah, that could be an issue for speed runners. Here is a rework to focus. As you can see, the numbers are a lot lower. You've got 5%, 5%, 10%, 10%, 20% and 15%. Now he does make a mistake on the translation on this one, but increases field gauge by a rate of 5%, reduces charge time by 5%, same again 10 and 10, and then the final one is increases gauge fill by 20% and reduces charge time by 15%, not the 20 that he stated in the translation. He did amend that in a later post, but that was through text. So, greatsword, charge blade, all the good stuff is getting a bit nerfed, along with the fact that Elementless is going down as well. It does seem to be that it will all be about the elemental weapons. Just you're going to struggle keeping your charges a bit more because focus is going down a tad. Now don't worry, there is some good news. Defense skills are getting a hell of a buff, as you can see here, which is interesting to say the least. Again, this information could be wrong, but hell, a actual multiplier rather than additive on your defense skills could be interesting, shall we say. And one other thing which is really going to be damaging a lot of people is how they have reworked weakness exploit. Again, if this is true, this is going to be rather annoying because it near enough forces you to utilize your clutch claw very effectively and consistently, being well timed, etc. It's just basically just forcing you to completely utilize a mechanic that they are throwing in that perhaps not everyone will enjoy, for example. So this is the proposed change. At level 1 you get 10% affinity when hitting a weak spot, plus another 5% when you hit an area that is tenderized by the clutch claw. Level 2 is 15% and then another 10 when hitting the clutch claw tenderized part, 30% affinity when hitting weak spot, and then a maxed out 50% as we are used to when you hit a part that is tenderized. Now a lot of people won't have issue with this because they're really looking forward to the clutch claw mechanic. Others are going to be salty about it. And speaking of salty, and I am fully aware that Jinx and Tuna have done a video on this. I haven't watched it yet, so I'm not sure if they've got the same information I have, but apparently in order for maximum might to be activated, you need to be at maximum stamina for 7 seconds. Could be wrong, might need to watch Jinx and Tuna's video, see what information they have on this. But basically, as for the affinity meta, that is near enough out the window because you're going to have to use your clutch claw to maximize your use of tenderizer. You're going to have to be utilizing your stamina very, very effectively to maintain it up for 7 seconds. Basically, the only way you're going to get 100% affinity, from what I can understand, is clutch claw the monster, tenderize its head, put it to sleep, and then do a true charge slash on its head. But that's assuming that true charge doesn't use stamina yet, which is going to be a hell of a nerf as well to the good old hammer. Now there is some good news in all of this, particularly being a heavy bowgun main, and that is this lovely picture here. Look at all those mods we can put on our heavy bowguns. We can now equip 4 of them, and we have the recoil, reload, deviation, close-up, range up, shield, special scope, evading, reload, Wyvern Heart mod, Wyvern Snipe mod, Wyvern Blast mod, power barrel, and long barrel. Oh yes, I am actually so looking forward to this. I'm going to have a very, very fun time indeed. So far it is safe to say that I have a few mixed feelings about Monster Hunter World Iceborne. A lot is being changed / nerfed, some things are getting seriously buffed, and it would appear that with level 2 spread, pierce and mighty bow, range is getting a serious buff where melee is basically getting nerfed to hell, which is concerning, particularly because bows are already one of the most powerful weapons in the game. Heavy bowgun, depending on your build and ammo choices, are absolutely insane. I have already heard that clusters are getting nerfed, but then there's spread, for example. The epic uptime of pierce, yes, it's not the best ammo type in the game due to motion values and actual overall output, but as for uptime, it is very, very powerful. But still, these skills are going to level 2. I wonder if normal shot is going to level 2, such as force shot as well, which would make rapid fire normal level 2 light bow guns just completely broken. Generally speaking, I kind of feel like they've gone the wrong way with this. The incorrect things are being buffed and the incorrect things are being nerfed. I don't think I've ever come across a greatsword user that has out-damaged me when I'm a heavy bowgun, but yeah, I'm getting buffed and the greatsword guy's getting nerfed. I kind of feel this is a bit counterproductive. That's just me though. It's good to see that some skills are staying the same, such as artillery, perhaps because in Iceborne the elemental weapons will be probably peaking ahead, so the impact file charge blades might be just inadvertently nerfed, not by a direct nerf, but just because elementals is going to be so much better. Kind of going to be the point of how Diablos Trials 2 used to be. There was no point using any other charge blade because it was just that good. Now there's going to be no point using Diablos charge blade because elementals are just going to be that damn good. Still, focus nerf, which is exactly what it is definitely going to slow you down a little bit, as well as the weakness exploit usage. We are being forced to use Clutch Claw. I actually don't mind Clutch Claw itself, I just don't like that they've implemented skills that basically force you to use it. Like if you want that 50% affinity from weakness exploit, you are going to have to utilise your Clutch Claw. Why couldn't weakness exploit remain the same and then add a separate skill that basically is weakness exploit with the Clutch Claw edition but offers more of a bonus? For example, it could be 70% on hitting a tenderized area with a Clutch Claw. It could be 50% still but offer another level of damage modifier on top. There are varying other things that you could do. This just opens up possibilities for me. You can go the way that you've practiced, you're tried and true at doing, or you can do it the new way that is preferable and intended, but if you can't do it, you have options still. Anyway, that's enough of my ramblings. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you like my content, click subscribe, maybe a like, it definitely helps me out. But in the meantime, good luck, have fun, and don't die. It's bad for the health.